Isaiah Hodgins. The guy is doing it again. He had 8 catches, 89 yards, and a touchdown. And guess what? No fumbles. The guy is bigger than Gabe Davis, maybe not quite as fast, but he's got sure hands and he's playing very good football. That's right. I'm not going to leave this alone because I think it's a big mistake. Look, hopefully the Buffalo Bills win the Super Bowl and none of this matters. But if they don't, I'm telling you right now, if it has anything, and I mean anything to do with the receiving core that somehow costs us a playoff game, believe me, next season, hey, look who's here. Believe me, next season, if anything should happen related to receivers in the playoffs, I will not stop talking about how we shouldn't have let Isaiah Hodgins go. He's a good player. He's physical. He has size. He has everything we need, and we are missing it desperately now. Going into the playoffs, look, I still think we're a great team. We're 12-3, but our receiving core is a little thin. Kev, wouldn't you agree? Our receiving core is not quite as good as we would really like it to be, right?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, clearly, if Bean could take back letting Isaiah Hodgins go and could have just released Jake Kumaro, I'm sure he would do it. It didn't seem to make sense because our receiving core has struggled a lot this season. And the fact that Isaiah Hodgins has looked so good when he's played, you can see the guy has something. Tall, he catches the ball, he has a good personality. There's just so many things that I did like about Isaiah Hodgins. And the crazy part is, it looks like Isaiah Hodgins is going to be one of the huge reasons why the Giants are going to sneak into the playoffs. He's been unbelievable for them down the stretch. He's actually been their number one receiver, which is kind of crazy, the fact that we didn't give him a chance, which does go to some of my concerns I've had with McDermott and Bean is they don't seem to let our young players have enough of an opportunity to play. They seem to favor some of these older veterans, special teamers only, over certain young guys. I mean, even Raheem Blackshear is having some pretty, like, quite a bit of success on Carolina. He's had quite a few touchdowns. He's getting some opportunities to run the ball. And we have Hywan Jones at the end of the roster. I did like the Nyheim Hines pickup. I think he's been a great returner, and he's really solidified that aspect of our team. But again, we seem to have chosen special teams over a guy who can really help our offense, which in this case may have been a huge mistake because Kumaro offers zero on offense, offered a little bit on special teams, and still they kept him over a guy who could have offered you something really important on offense. So certainly it's frustrating that we let Isaiah Hodgins go, but we have to move on. You have to hope what we have is enough. You have to hope Beasley maybe can contribute in the offense in the playoffs. You obviously hope Gabe Davis can rekindle some of that magic last season. Of course, you have Stephon Diggs. And we can't forget about Isaiah McKenzie, who, when he gets open, when the teams seem to lose him, he does make plays. Not the greatest at contested catches. He's a little bit undersized and not quite the physical player that you maybe need. And his route running is not as quick as what Beasley was and what he used to offer. But some of that slack can be taken by James Cook and Devin Singletary. We've seen lately James Cook is electric with the ball in his hands. And if you can get him the ball out of the backfield, I think he could be an X factor for this offense in the playoffs because he has been getting better and better as the season has gone on.